Welcome back to Tyranny. We've arrived at the burning library. Before I do anything else, it has come to my attention. Never noticed this before, but somewhere in here there's a fast combat mode, I think. I thought there was. Line, big heads. Interface. Area loot radius. Let's make that as big as possible. I guess I was wrong. Question mark. Fast toggle. Numpad. Numpad plus S. Well, I have a 10 keyless numpad. Okay, so it's the plus key. I don't have a numpad, so I gotta change this. There we go. Equals equals, which is the plus. Alright. I'll need to test this out in battle.
Anything for Alpha to kill in shadow.
I thought it was something you toggled in the options, but I guess it's something I could toggle right during gameplay? Those are his favorite colors.
They won't see me coming.
Kills in shadow understand.
What do we have here?
I saw it from that far away, huh?
Will not. Beast woman cannot do as Alpha wants.
Sure you can. Just use your imagination. The corpses of sages are skewered on these spikes. Their skin has been blackened by the heat of the magma belching from nearby fissures. Okay, so these are sages. I saw purple on them, so I thought they were his favorite. Ooh. Reach and grasp accent. Yes, I will take that. And I will learn it too. Reaching grasp 2. So a more powerful version. Fatebinder, your bloodletting is legendary. The Censor would be honored to receive you. Ah, sneaky witch. I should, give old Kills and Shadows some potions. I should have taken the accessories off of Barrack before I changed party members, but that's alright. I'm sure I'll get more accessories in due time. Okay. Ball talk. Let us talk, but first let me loot this crate. More gems. Greetings, Fatebinder. Come to have a look at my wares? Well, okay, I didn't know you were a merchant, but yes. Flame and Spike. One-hander. Noggin Protector. Gotta love that name. Definitely want to get it for... she doesn't have the helmet right now. I can't put a helmet on Kills and Shadow. Bloodhound. Deflection 5%, recovery plus 0.2 seconds, accuracy plus 6. Okay. This one is 2.25 slash armor, 0.75 crush armor, 1.88 pierce arcane armor, recovery 0.2 seconds. So this one, oh, it's heavy armor, I see. I want light armor. Plus this gives accuracy, which is good. I'll get the boots for her too. I want that Noggin Protector for... I mean, it's better armor, but... well, in some ways, not against this weapons. We got some sigils. That one. Sigil of Follies. Sigil of Limitless Boundaries. Sigil of Material Force. Kind of liking the sound of Sigil of Follies. Do I have enough money? Doesn't look like it. No, I can't afford any of these right now. Okay, well, I can always come back here. Well, that is a cool ass helmet. It's more of a hood than a helmet, but Usually I like hide helmet, but that makes her look freaking badass. That's boots. Go. Alright. Now you're ready for battle. Take it, this is, no, that's a blood chanter. It's a beast woman. That's the censor. So just, alright. Before I speak to her, let me take a, actually I can walk over there later. Ah! If it isn't the Fatebinder of Tunon, what an unexpected surprise. I am the Censor. Welcome to my camp. It's good to see a familiar face. The woman's voice carries a genial tone that doesn't quite carry all the way through her words. Sadly, I must say I can't entertain you properly at the moment. You've come at a very busy time for me. We're making a bold push to explore the library's depths. However, before we finish our pleasantries, you could satisfy my curiosity. Why are you here? The question, her voice goes flat and takes on an accusatory tone. Narat tasked me with retrieving the knowledge from the ruins here. Ah! You must mean the Silent Archive. I had hoped to retrieve it already to avoid just such a problem. Unfortunately, we haven't finished the search yet. If your goal is to find it, you should know that it's not as easy as just walking in there and taking it. It seems that the tricky sages were afraid someone might want to take their precious archive and hid it behind a barrier. Arcane. Impenetrable. Really a shame how many men were lost to rebounding spells. She waves a hand dismissively. So my men are looking for the passcode to get beyond it. We don't know how many parts there are, just that there's somewhere inside the library. Not even these scholars have been able to find the pieces for us. Not yet, anyway. She motions to a nearby sage, who stands with his head bowed in shame. So, I gave everyone some incentive and made a game out of it. You're welcome to enter the library, provided you agree to play by the rules of the competition. She titters with excitement. If you want to find the Silent Archive, you must take part in my game too. Tell me about this game of yours. Several Scarlet Chorus teams were dispatched down into the ruins of the library, each with some sages to serve as guides. The team who completes the passcode, gets through the barrier, and gains access to the Silent Archive will face glory and reward. The others? She draws a finger across her throat. Only one is allowed to succeed. If you wish to join the merry hunt, you will be yet another team racing against the others. Though you won't be getting any sages, of course. You have sages working with you. How did you manage that? The chorus can be most persuasive at times, and you know how we like to employ unconventional incentives. Her thin-lipped smile broadens. What is the Silent Archive? The Archive is the sage's most guarded treasure, held in a grand chamber thought to contain more knowledge than all the tiers combined. While she's speaking to you, one of the horde approaches her with a parchment held out before him. She takes it from him, her head never turning to look away from you. There's a brief flare of bluish light from her hand, and she hands the parchment back to the horde. Stop bringing me words I've already taken, or I will have your head. She speaks slowly, still looking at you. but with every word, the Horde pulls back as if he's about to be struck. Put them in a separate pile so you know I've had them, or ask someone to read them to you. If you have to take in the same insane missive one more time, you will regret it. The Horde backs away, murmuring apologies profusely as he does. She addresses you again. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Now, where was I? Oh yes, the Silent Archive. Our scouts have reason to believe it survived. Some magic keeps the library from being swallowed by fire, so perhaps it, too, protects the Silent Archive. We've come to destroy the archive in Iris's name. You're going to destroy the Silent Archive, an artifact with more knowledge than all the tiers combined. Of course, Fateminder. It is forbidden knowledge after all. And it's not like the rat doesn't have a plan. She stops herself and stands straight. Never fear, we will deal with the Silent Archive appropriately. What happened with that missive? What was that flash of light? I don't see how that's pertinent. But if you must know, you're not the only one with unique talents and tiers, Fateminder. Not everyone needs to use their eyes to read. Sending me to a library seems obvious, she giggles. What a perfect way to collect knowledge. Did you just imply to a Fateminder that you intend to retain all the knowledge in the Silent Archive? The Censor shakes her head vigorously. Certainly not. I have no idea how you got that idea, so put it out of your head. The rat knows Kyros's laws and would never do anything to openly break them. Neither would I, of course. Well, I mean, I would, but I certainly wouldn't let anybody know about it. I have every intention of learning as much as I can from this library. I'm just not going to tell anybody that I did. Only the 3 companions with me will know. And if they try to spill the beans, I will slit their throats. Tell me what you know about the Edict of Fire. I believe the Silent Archive, at the heart of the Vellum Citadel, was never destroyed. She says this most conspiratorially. If that's true, it would explain why the edict is ongoing. She points towards the entrance of the mountain wall. If someone were to get down there and remove the Silent Archive from the library, I'm willing to wager it would be used to fulfill Kyros's will. I agree to the rules of the competition. Excellent! Normally, I would ask you to prove your honesty and loyalty to the chorus, but your actions elsewhere have already shown that. You are free to enter. But I would still ask a favor of you, my assistant. Foul Murmur has something he needs done. If you'd be so kind, he's somewhere nearby. I believe he was recently occupied talking to one of the prisoners. By talking, I imagine torturing. This passageway has been blocked by a magical field. It isn't clear how one might remove it, but I bet eventually I will. This is probably a quick exit, quick entrance to deeper in the library. I'm guessing this is going to be more or less a dungeon with multiple levels. And once I clear this from the inside, like this will lead me to level 2 or level 3 or whatever. That's just a guess. But that's, standard video game procedure. I really would like to
Beast Woman cannot do as Alpha wants.
find a skill trainer before I go inside though, so I can spend my skill points, because I'm most certainly going to level up in there. So I might leave this area before I go in. Alright, where's this murmur fellow? Or gal. Can't really be sure with a name like that. Murmur is inside the library. I don't see this murmur person in the camp right now. I could just be blind. Oh, I haven't gone down this way, have I? Yeah, I have. I'll take that. Goes there. There we go. Outside the camp.
Beast Woman cannot do as Alpha wants.
Here we go. Foul murmur. The dead body. Help myself. Earthshaker staff fragment. Ah, crafting. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before in one of my little rants, but I'm not really a huge fan of crafting in video games. Sometimes when it's done really well. Most of the time, though, I feel like it's just a waste of time. I'd much rather find the +6 Sword of Ultimate Destruction on a corpse somewhere, or a treasure chest deep inside a dungeon or something, rather than, finding 4 different components and then bringing it to a smith or to an anvil and hammering it myself. I don't know. Just seems tedious. This shelf is well separated from the surrounding area and looks quite perilous to scale. Strange rocky protrusions can be seen along the top, like magical in nature. I mean, sometimes it can be cool. If the crafting is done with some imagination. One lotus spalder. And a stone tower shield. Well, I don't have Barrett with me anymore, but that could have been useful for him. If I ever put him back in my party, I might give him that. He might already have a better shield than that. Like, if there's some imagination to crafting, letting you experiment with stuff and put different things together and make really weird items rather than just pick up item A, pick up item B, pick up item C according to a recipe, go to designated location, click button, there's your item. The twisted man leans over 2 forms on the ground. One a robed figure covered in bruises, the other a soldier, horribly burned, lying motionless to his side. He smiled crookedly, the gaps in his teeth exposing swollen, blood-red gums. "Greetings, Fatebinder. The Censor said I might be getting an assistant to help me." He glances at the bodies. "I know how this must look, but it's all in compliance with Tunan's law. If you don't mind, I'm eager to resume my work." "So what can I help you with, Fatebinder?" "Who are you?" "I'm the Censor's primary attendant, and I oversee our efforts to access the and ultimately destroy the Silent Archive. When I'm not managing people, I'm digging answers out of them like worms from the dirt." "What happened with the dead Earthshaker?" "Oh, him?" He motions to the burnt figure at his feet, his tone one of amusement. "This pebble-swinging mage thought he could slip past us." He nudges the corpse with his boot. "And for what? To commune with rocks? I grant you that Kyrus' edict shaped the local landscape in strange ways. But that was no excuse to try and sneak past the camp." "What will become of the sage? Let's put it this way. The burning library isn't the most traditional site for a forest encampment. If the best training available to us is live targets, then so be it. While he lives, the captain might surrender some useful information about the sages of the region we have yet to subdue. The Censor says you have tasks for me." "That I do. Though we've captured and subdued most of the surviving sages, those that escaped the library are rallying behind their de facto leader, Renata. The Censor wants her killed to make sure that any remaining sages don't get any ideas about taking this region back. The trick is finding her. As luck may have it, one of her patrols picked up this one." He gives a swift kick to a robed figure beneath him. "One of Renata's own. Perhaps you should speak with him. He's been a rather poor conversationalist so far." He stares at you for a moment. "Be careful though, Fatebinder. He doesn't have much left in him. If you're going to try to get some information from him, be sure you ask the right questions. As for me, I could use a break. Interrogation is thirsty work. Too many one-sided conversations. You can find me in camp if you need anything." Alright, let us speak to this sage. The sage has clearly suffered at the hands of his captors. Burn marks cover his legs and his shoulders slump unnaturally. "Do what you will, Fatebinder. It matters not if I die, so long as my school's work lives on." "What do the sages want with the burning library?" The sage narrows his eyes at you. His mouth presses into a hard line, and he shakes his head. The bloodhound next to you laughs. "That's not how to get information. You need to use your fists." Folan slowly moves his head to meet your gaze, but says nothing. He seems to be waiting for you. "How can I find Renata?" The sage narrows his eyes at you. "Okay. Someone is a slow learner, isn't he?" He mimes a punch. Alright. The sage cries out, Please stop. Don't make me ask you a third time. How can I find Renata? Renata is too smart to tarry in one location for long. When I last saw her, she was in the remains of the Shifting Veil. Doubtless she's moved on since then. Where in the Shifting Veil is Renata? The sage trembles and lets out a hopeless, agonized wail. Where is Renata hiding? Well, there's a chance that she's still in the abandoned village of Effigy. He bites his lower lip and cowers. She would kill me if she knew I told you. Please, please don't make me regret it. Thank you. See? Wasn't that so hard? You gave me the information I needed, and I stopped hitting you. It was easy. You could have avoided 2 punches if you just told me from the beginning. Really, people should be more cooperative with me. Save themselves some trouble. I'm gonna get what I need in the end anyway. Just, Okay, well, I got the information I needed. Before I actually go inside the burning library, I'm gonna save my game here. I'm gonna leave off here. And I'm probably gonna go and travel to the crossing. Only, I don't really want to do any quests there just yet. Mostly I'm going there to see if there's any trainers there. So I can spend my points, and then I'm gonna come back here. Plus, there's the off chance that someone in Lethian's Crossing will have a quest for me at this location. It's unlikely, but you never know. So, I'm not under time pressure anymore. The edict has been stopped, so I can now travel back and forth to locations with, a little more liberally.